No is a complete sentence. You can just say no. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to say anything. You can say no, full stop. And because it's 2 letters, it's shorter than yes. And so it is probably the shortest sentence you can have. When you're first starting out, when you're trying to establish yourself as a business, you're usually in a situation where you have limited funds or limited time. The reason for that is not many new businesses have a big backer or an investor. It's usually one person or a couple of people who have left their jobs and want to be able to start their own business in a way that is sustainable for them. And what happens is when you are like that, you will see any opportunity as a good opportunity, because it's the difference between you not making money and making money. And it's the difference between you paying your mortgage and not paying your mortgage. And so the key thing with just saying yes is it's mindless. Zombies want nothing but brains and they'll do anything to get them. That's not particularly healthy and it doesn't help them long term, and it's not very strategic. It's all about the now. So the problem with just saying yes is that your business will take on any work, no matter the quality, and only because it was brought to you first. So that means that potentially new opportunities will be left at the wayside because you're too busy or you're too jaded by bad business opportunities. A mindless yes kills business. And the reason for that is if you just say yes to everything, then it's only the order in which they come in that makes a business opportunity worth doing or not. If you say yes to a bad business decision twice and then you're full up in your business, you have no opportunity to say yes to the good things. What saying yes does is it overcommits you. It means that if you never say no and you only ever say yes, eventually you will be beyond your limits. It means that you're either going to have to do a bad job or you're going to have to let people down. And that dilutes the work and the business that you're doing. It's risky because you're not planning and because you're not being strategic about it. You could get yourself into some really bad situations with some people who are not the right kinds of people you should be working for. Because you'll be working so hard, because you're saying yes to everything, you will be burning out. You will be working too hard. You'll be working 12-hour days, 18-hour days. And because you're doing all of that, the good opportunities that come, they will be missed. This is your capacity. Your capacity is a single square of time. And it's defined and should be defined by you. Do you want to work 6 hours a day? Do you want to work 8 hours a day? Do you want to work 12 hours a day? Do you want to work part-time? Do you want to work full-time? Whatever it is, that's your capacity. It's how much work you can do that is good quality work. This is something I like to call sales bingo. What a lot of people think about sales is they get very disheartened because they get told no quite a lot. And the way I say it to them is if you've got a large block of contacts or potential opportunities or numbers to call or inquiries to get back to, if you put them on a grid, it would look something like this. All of the white squares here are no's. So if I ring 5 no's and they all say no to me, then that's a failure, isn't it? But if I start in the top left-hand corner and work towards the right, I never got to the 4 red squares that allow me to have work. They are yeses. Are they good yeses or bad yeses? But by just thinking about sales as I will do a few calls and I will get a yes, and if I don't get a yes in the first few calls, I'm going to quit. That's not really how it works. If you've got 100 and I shuffle the deck of all those sales, it could be anywhere from 1 to 100. It could be the last one you ring. It could be the first one you ring. You don't know until you get there. So, even if we go through all of the 100, even if we ring them all and we get the 95% no's and the 4 yeses, if we can't work out whether those yeses are good for us, then we are still overcommitting ourselves, diluting, being risky, and missing good opportunities. So how do we turn it to this? How do we turn it to the blue ones are the bad ones and the pink ones are the good ones. And what we need to do here is we need to say no to the blue ones and say yes to the pink ones, because the pink ones are going to make us lots of money. They're going to be really good to work with. They're going to be really friendly. They're going to be really happy. That's what we want to be able to do. And that's what this presentation is about today.